Hey guys, it's Kip here from KDC Marketing, and in today's video I want to talk about how to pick which website builder you should use for your business. This is a question that comes up a lot when I'm working with clients, and I see it all over the place on YouTube. There's a lot of content out there about which website builder is the best and which one you should choose, so I think it's really hard to decide right now. So I just wanted to do a video and share my thoughts about how to pick the right website builder for your business, and hopefully you'll find it helpful. So the first thing that I would say is that all the website builders are different. If you look at Wix Studio or Squarespace or Shopify or WordPress or Webflow or Framer, they all are different and cater to different types of people, different types of businesses, and all have strengths and weaknesses. Some have really great features, the others don't. Some focus on a type of functionality, like Shopify is really e-commerce based. Some work as templates, and then some are more custom. So Framer is something where you could do something completely custom. Same with Wix Studio. Whereas Shopify, you have to use templates, and you can customize those templates a little bit, but by and large, you're working with templates. So as you look through and research the different website builders, you might gravitate towards one versus another because of a key feature or something that you really need to run that business. I know a lot of people who do photography really like Squarespace, for example, because it does a good job of showcasing visual content. The templates are modern, and it's great if you have really big, awesome images that you want to highlight on your website. So how do you sift through all the different information, all the different features and pricing and everything, and find the right website builder for you? Well, here's what I think about that. I think that fundamentally that's the wrong question to ask. And people spend more time thinking which website builder is the right one and less time thinking about how am I going to get customers and how am I going to get consistent traffic and consistent customers coming to the website. And if you're a lead gen business or e-commerce business or a service-based business like KDC Marketing, how am I going to keep getting clients? And that's the more important question of the two. Because a lot of people will say that Wix isn't a good website builder, or it's not good for SEO, or a lot of people will say that WordPress is hard because of all these plugins, and or that Webflow has too much of a learning curve, and all those things could be true of each of those builders. But the truth is that if you have enough customers coming to your website, that's what really matters at the end of the day. Because I have clients that I work with right now that are doing over $100,000 a year in revenue with a Wix website. So it is possible to do over $100,000 with a website on Wix, and they have a big customer base, and we use a lot of the Wix features. We use the Wix email marketing tool, we use the Wix bookings to get that revenue. So really what's happening there is it's not necessarily that Wix is the difference maker. I mean, Wix is powering their website and powering parts of their business, but what's really powering their business is their ability to reach new customers, and find new customers, and continue to grow their company and their brand. And I played a lot of sports growing up. I was a soccer player, and I love soccer. And I like to think of it in terms of the different cleats that soccer players wear. So a lot of times soccer players, there's like a debate between Nike and Adidas, and there's some others that have popped up over the years, like Under Armour and some others that have popped up. But the cleats aren't really the difference maker. If you look at Lionel Messi, or if you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, it's not the cleats that make them the best players in the world, right? It's their skills that they've developed over years and decades of training, and it's their mentality, and it's their talent, and all those different things. I would wager to bet that if I played Messi in a game and I had the best cleats on ever, and he had on some really crappy running shoes, he'd be better than me, right? So it's not the shoes that are the difference maker. And I feel that that's the same thing with the website builder. It's not the website builder that's the difference maker. It's important, and it's important to get one that can do the things you need it to do, and it's important to pick one that you feel comfortable with and that meets your budget and pricing and that fits your style and personality. It's really important to do that. But I don't know that there's a wrong choice when you look at this one versus that one. And I've had clients at KDC Marketing who have been on WordPress. I've had clients who have been on Shopify. I've had clients who have been on Wix. And I've had clients that have been on systems I've never ever heard of. And there have been times when we've needed to migrate them from one system to another, and that's part of why they've hired me. But at that point, then you can make that decision. So a lot of times that's when you have paying customers and you need some kind of key feature that you don't have, and so then it's based on data and based on numbers and based on the business expanding. And so I think people too often focus on that question of which builder should I use and research it and research it and research it, when really the more important question is, how do I find new customers? And how do I find those customers consistently? So those are my thoughts on that. And I do think it is important to do the research on which builder and features and functionality and all those things. But I think that if you get stuck there, then you could really make do with probably any of those builders. WordPress would probably make do, or Squarespace, or Wix, or Shopify, or Webflow, or Framer. I see some really great companies using Framer, and some really great companies using Webflow, and some really great companies using WordPress. And so each of them has their strengths and weaknesses. And I found too that over the years I'm able to do more with Wix than most people can, because I've used it for so long. I can make it do things that other people who are just starting out aren't even aware that it can do. And that happens a lot. Same with WordPress or Shopify. There's ways to get these website builders to be able to do things, and the more experienced you are with them, then you can usually find a way to make it work. And if you can't, you can always tack on another app or a third-party app or something. And if you ever did need to change down the road, you could do that. Doesn't mean that if you start with Squarespace, you have to always stick with Squarespace. You could always switch over to another builder. But I just wanted to add my 2 cents to this conversation, because I think it can be a place where you get stuck and overwhelmed when really growing the business and getting things started and starting to get customers and getting feedback, I feel like is a really valuable process, even more valuable than finding the right tool. So I hope this video helps in your journey to pick the right website builder for your business. And just wanted to share some of the things that I've run across as a business owner and in my experience building websites and working with a variety of clients. And to be honest, there's a lot of things I like about other website builders. Sometimes I see something, I'm like, oh, I wish Wix could do that. Or there's a lot of things that I run across from these other tools and builders that I say, Wix does that so much better. And I'm so glad that we're using Wix. So it happens all the time. And I think that all of them are great and all of them have really great things. But then again, I do have my preferences on which ones I like to use. And so most of the time I'll use those if possible. So I hope this video helps. Good luck with whatever you decide to do, and I will see you in the next video.